I think what shifted is we just kept, finding our way into the penalty box, and eventually it wears your players down. We use a fair amount of guys on the penalty kill, but when you're playing that kind of game, then too many guys get used too often, and some other guys sort of come out of their groove. And bottom line is, I think that once Tucson was able to score that first goal in the third period, they had more energy than we did at that point in time. When the stakes get real high, they had more energy in their legs, and all of a sudden the tide turned a bit.
I know it's not always easy to focus on the positive when you do allow a team to come back and get the win in the shootout like Tucson did. But 7 games in a row with a point is a pretty remarkable accomplishment this early in the season, and you've gotten points in all 6 of your road games. What about this group has been able to continue to just cash in and pick up those points here to start the early going of the year?
I think there's a lot of heart in the group. There's good leadership, and there's a lot of compete. They're really competitive. They work very hard, and I think that is where we run into penalty problems at times. Is we get a little overzealous and a little too active with our sticks, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in a problem. But it's not for lack of trying, that's for sure. And I think the reason we're getting a lot of points in games is because we have great effort, and the guys are really putting everything they can into it. And so usually when you're on point, when you're working really hard, you're gonna get rewarded. We just have to make sure that we work smart.
Just lastly, John Gillies made a lot of big saves for you guys and was probably a big reason that the team ended up picking up a point towards the end of the game. Just your thoughts on him picking up another point in all 4 of his starts this year.
Yeah, I thought John was excellent tonight. Really, really good. Had a lot of work. Made some big stops, especially in the midway point of the game. He made a couple saves in the second period that were huge and kept the game where we needed it to be. Gave us a chance in shootout. I thought he was good there too, and we need to be able to capitalize, whether it's the third goal in regulation or it's in shootout situations. We need to be able to find a win for him, but a lot of credit goes to him.